Well, hello everybody, it's Father Mosley, and here we are for this Ash Wednesday edition of our midweek message. So thank you for joining in. The journey of Lent has begun. And as you can see, I have not received my ashes yet because I'm going to be celebrating the 12 noon Mass today at St. Rose. So that's when I will be getting my ashes and remembering that I am dust and to dust I shall return. But yes, we do have a few opportunities for you to come to church to either celebrate the Eucharist and receive ashes, or to celebrate a liturgy of the Word and receive ashes. So at 12 noon, as I said, there will be a Mass with distribution of ashes at St. Rose. At 4 p.m., there will be a liturgy of the Word with distribution of ashes that will also be at St. Rose. And then at 6 p.m. tonight, we will have a Mass with distribution of ashes, and that will be held at Our Lady of Mount Carmel. So we have a few more opportunities for you to come to receive your ashes to begin this season of Lent. The Knights of Columbus are busy in the kitchen of Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church today, preparing their homemade clam chowder and cabbage and noodle sale. So they will be over there in the basement of Mount Carmel from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. today, or until they are sold out. And that sale will also be held on some of the Fridays in the season of Lent. And again, that will be from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. or until they are sold out. We will begin this Friday with praying the traditional prayer practice of Lent, of praying the Stations of the Cross. Stations will be prayed after the 8 a.m. Mass at St. Rose, and then they will be prayed at 6 p.m. at Our Lady of Mount Carmel, and that will be every Friday during Lent. The Marian Society will also be praying what's known as the Way of the Cross through the eyes of Mary. So it's the Marian Way of the Cross, and that will be held at 6 p.m. at St. Rose on every Wednesday of Lent. But it will not start today on Ash Wednesday. That will begin next Wednesday. Also, our Lenten almsgiving project in our parish is going to be collecting food for the Chop Out Hunger program. So every week of Lent, we will be collecting a different food item to give to the Chop Out Hunger program. This week of February 22nd, we will be collecting peanut butter. So that will be the food item to bring to Mass with you this weekend as we collect peanut butter. Also, the Marian Society is busy planning their upcoming blood drive that will be held on Saturday, February the 28th from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the basement of St. Rose Church. Donors can submit their reservation online, or you can call Mary Lee Martins and she will help you with that. Her number and information is in the bulletin. We are still in the midst here at Our Lady of the Rosary Parish of our St. Joseph's Day raffle. So raffle tickets have been sent out, so you still have an opportunity to get those returns in. The drawing for the raffle will be held on the feast day of St. Joseph, which is March 19th. Also in the bulletin this weekend, you'll see that we are going to be ordering our Paschal candles for Easter. And the Paschal candle is the big candle that we consecrate at the Easter Vigil, and then it's also lit for the entire Easter season, and also lit at funerals and during baptisms. And that Paschal candle represents the risen Christ who is among us, who is the light in the midst of the darkness of our world. So if you would like to donate one of the Paschal candles, we have a Paschal candle for St. Rose and for Our Lady of Mount Carmel, and there's also side candles that are available to purchase in memory of a loved one. So give the parish office a call if you would like to donate one of those Paschal candles. The prices for each of them are in the bulletin. Also, I'm getting very, very excited because our pierogi project is getting closer and closer. This weekend, I will have in the back of both churches a sign-up sheet if you are willing to volunteer to help us make our pierogies, whether it is on the Wednesdays when we are going to be peeling and cutting and cooking the potatoes, or whether it's on the Saturdays that we'll be gathering to actually make the pierogies. Hopefully you're more than welcome to help out at all of those days or just some of them, whatever you're able to do. But we do need lots of help, and many hands make light work, and I'm sure we will have fun together. So please, even if you've never made pierogies before, there is a job for you. It could be as easy as bagging the pierogies once they're cooked, or whatever it might be. There's a job for everyone, and I'm sure I'll be there. I'll be able to teach you if you want to learn how to make the pierogies as well. To be a pincher. There'll be some, I think, people who have had lots of experience pinching who will be there to help as well. So again, sign-up sheet, if you're willing to volunteer, will be in the back of the churches this weekend. All right, so that's the end of the information I think that I have for you today. I know we're fasting on lots of things during Lent, but don't worry, we are not going to be fasting on our dad joke for this Lenten season. So I don't know, Father Seth and I were having dinner the other day, and Father Boniface was there too, and we were discussing board games that we've played and the board games that we liked when we were growing up. And so I asked Father Seth, I said, do you like the board game Battleship? And he looked at me and he said, well, it's pretty hit or miss. All right, everybody, if you play Battleship, you get that joke, I guess. All right, listen, take care. God bless you. Thank you for joining in. And remember, you always have a place here at Our Lady of the Rosary Parish. We would love for you to come and worship with us. Take care and God bless.